everyone, it's Missy. So somebody requested, they wanted to know what my 2-week supply of grocery items are, or food items. And basically you want shelf-stable items, you want items that require very few ingredients and also are easy to digest, because when you're sick you don't want to eat something that's spicy or dairy or too much eggs. And then I also stay away from meat when I'm sick, simply because it's hard for me to digest as well. But to get started, this is my 2-week supply of breakfast items. And so basically looking at pancake mix, preferably one where you just add water and nothing else. You're going to see a lot of gluten-free items in my stockpile because my doctor diagnosed me with celiac disease and told me I need to maintain a strict gluten-free diet. But the rest of my family will use regular products. So, and then strawberry jam, apple butter are great to have on pancakes and give you a boost of fruit as well. Otherwise you can do the oatmeal. I recommend apples and cinnamon or something that has dried fruit in it. Again, something where you can just add water preferably, so that way you can, and also the individual packets really come in handy when you're sick as well. So that's easy to make, nice and warm and filling. Now, I did say no dairy, but if you're not sick and you're just holed up in quarantine with the rest of your family, this is shelf-stable milk. They have lactose-free and they have the regular 2%. This I buy at Walmart. It is shelf-stable, and then when you want to use it, you just put it in the refrigerator to chill it before you drink it, is what they recommend. And these have a really good long expiration date too. I just bought this today, March 3rd, and the expiration date is November 1st. So when the power goes out, we actually have this on hand. Our power will go out when there's like a blizzard, and then we just put it in the cooler outside in the snow and chill it, and it's really nice and easy. And then cold cereals are a great thing to have on hand, especially with little kids. I personally recommend Cheerios and Rice Krispies, or some rice-based cereal, like the Chex. Maybe not the chocolate, but the rice Chex if you're sick. And that is a 2-week supply for me right there. On to lunch. Plenty of soup on hand. A can of soup makes 2 meals for me as one adult. So together this would be 8 meals. So that takes a good chunk out of my menu planning. And then I also like to have soda crackers on hand to go with the soup, but also they help settle my stomach. Another thing is having bread or some kind of bread mix. So Glutino makes a bread mix that you can make in your bread maker. I would like to see, I need to get another box. Have 2 boxes on hand, that way I can have a loaf of bread each week. Also peanut butter, grape jelly, have a peanut butter jelly sandwich. That is actually pretty easy to eat, and you're getting your protein and again a little bit more fruit in your diet. And then I always like to pair that with another fruit. So you can get these Go-Go Squeeze. Mott's does this too. This is applesauce in a pouch. This is actually really nice because when you open it, you can take the top and screw it back on and save it for later. A great snack item as well. And then they come in different flavors. They have like strawberry applesauce, and then this is the 5-fruit medley as well. So it's apple, strawberry, banana, peach, and mango. And that's really kind of tasty. Mandarin oranges, and then I also have canned peaches. I just can my own peaches, and I didn't bring a jar up from the cellar. So definitely have at least 1 fruit a day. So there's 12 pouches in here plus 2 cans. That's 14 days worth. That's basically how I did my math, but yeah, you can definitely have a variety of canned fruit items. And then as well as canned vegetables, preferably there are 2 servings, or no, not 2 servings, there's 4 servings per can. So that would be 12 days worth of vegetables, which to me is good enough because I have some Prego sauce over there for another day. But I like to have my vegetables with like either a potato, quinoa, or rice. That's what I pair it with. And then I also have my broth, beef broth, chicken broth. Make sure you have plenty on hand. I will actually make the rice with the broth instead of water, and I will make quinoa with like chicken broth instead of following the instructions where it says water. That just adds a little bit more flavor. And then I also have a box of this wild rice, and in here they have your carrots and celery and parsley and different herbs. And you also make this with chicken broth, and that could be like a meal with a vegetable paired with it. And then of course you can also grab like canned tuna to have on hand if you want to add some more meat to your diet. With potatoes, I normally just mix it up according to the instructions, and then I like to have a gravy packet with it. So I'll grab a variety of these gravy packets like turkey, chicken, beef. This is just a brown gravy packet. And I will pair that with a vegetable and call it a meal. Especially when I'm sick, I really don't want to eat that much. But that's kind of the shelf stable bit. If you want something a little bit more wholesome, this box of elbow noodles plus this jar, how big is that jar? 24-ounce jar. That will make 6 meals for me right there as one person. So make sure that you have pasta on hand, and then mac and cheese. Again, stay away from the dairy if your stomach isn't feeling well, but those a box will make me 2 meals, so that's 4 meals plus my 6 meals. That's 10 meals between these 4 items that I can eat. The liquid is a huge deal. I know somebody asked me how much water do you stock up on. You're supposed to have at least 1 gallon of water per person per day. When you're sick, you are going to be drinking a lot of fluids. Now, I had a health teacher in high school tell me that think of it as 1 gallon of liquid per person per day. So I'm also mixing juice in with my water. And I know I'm showing distilled water, but drinking water by the gallon, that's what I meant to do. So, but definitely stock up on different juices that are shelf stable, such as white grape cherry. I got apple juice, cranberry juice would be probably a good one, and then grape juice. And then you'll have plenty of fluids to go through. So that's basically the stocking of my meals. Hopefully that gives you some ideas of what to look for in the store if your store is running low on items. And then of course, this is just some other things. You probably want some snacks. I always like to have muffins when I'm sick. I don't know why. But blueberries and very few ingredients to make, and it's just nice to have on hand. Otherwise I like snack items like granola bars, and they have, Planters has this nutrition energy mix, which is nuts and dried fruit mixed together, so it just gives you another boost. Make sure you have 14 days worth of vitamins. 1 canister of Pioneer chewable vitamins actually lasts me 6 months, so I'm plenty good there. And then I also recommend Emergency that has the electrolytes in it, so when you're sick, you can just take one of these packets and put it in your water, and that way you can get a boost of electrolytes, which is also shelf stable. If you're a Gatorade Powerade drinker, you could stock up on that. I'm not, so I do the Emergency because it just gives me a boost of vitamin C and the electrolytes. And then I also take, this is like equivalent to Airborne, and a jar this size, 42 gummies, that is a 14-day supply for one person if you take 3 gummies per day. Other items you should have on hand, ibuprofen, acetaminophen. You're going to want allergy relief. You're going to want Pepto-Bismol, cough drops, cough syrup. If you can't find cough syrup, I highly recommend a bottle of blackberry brandy. That's what we use in my part, and it does really help a sore throat. some kind of heartburn relief, and then a laxative. Just are some basic medications that you should actually always have on hand when you are sick. And please don't berate me for saying blackberry brandy. There's a reason why I don't have it in the video, but yes, we do use it in this household for a sore throat, and 1 tablespoon goes a long ways. If you have any other comments or suggestions or items that I missed, please leave a comment below. Otherwise, thanks for watching, everyone. Bye!